Hello Flosstube, I'm Nicole and this is DDs Flosstube Season 2 number 26. Everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I just need to have a sip of coffee. I am running around like a headless chook today trying to get stuff done. Excuse me, and my throat is in such a dry state at the moment. So if I cough and clear my throat a bit, it's just because I've got a really scratchy throat today. So anyway, we are here for our weekly cross stitch update. For those that are new here, I am a multi-craft channel. I do lots of quilting, sewing tutorials. I also do diamond painting, and of course I do cross stitch embroidery and all sorts of stuff. So anything that takes my fancy, I pop onto the channel. I do how-to tutorials every Wednesday, but then I have things like this, which is Flosstube, and I talk about my hobby, cross stitch. So just a little bit of a background story. I fell into cross stitch a couple of years ago and I went down the rabbit hole of cross stitch, and as you can see behind me, I've got containers for floss, I've got a big one behind me, and I try to get stitching in every day. Sometimes it's not possible, but I try to get it in every day. So last week was the first check-in for quite some time, and I had a few finishes which I showed you, and you can see that video. I've carded that up here, so you'll be able to go and have a look at that if you missed last week's episode. And this week I also have a finish, and I got quite a bit of stitching in. I only worked on 4 projects, but I really had a good go at a few of them. So and just within general, like in with life and all the things, other things that I've got going on as well, I did not get as much as I would have liked to, but you know what, I say that every week, but I still got stitches in, and progress is progress, and that's all that matters. But as I said, I only worked on 4 projects, and I did get one finish. We talked about this last week. I was working on this last week. I was very close to a finish, and that was the Quaker Pumpkin by Rosewood Manor, and it was in the Halloween Cross Stitch 2020 special edition. So I ended up getting that finished. So, and here it is. Now it is stitched on 28 count cashel linen, and it was tea dyed by me. Coffee tea dyed, just tea dyed this one. So yeah, and that's how it turned out. So last week when I told you I was working on it, this middle cat I had when I first done it, I had miscounted, so I had to pull that out. So I ended up doing the pumpkin and then working my way in and all the rest of it, but it's turned out really cute. I'm going to turn this into a little cushion, and I found the perfect chenille chunky wool to go with it. So that's I've got actually a couple of patterns that I want to use this on, so I got that to go with it. Look at that, we just leapt straight into haul. That's all I bought. That is it, but it is nice and thick, so you can see it's a decent size one. So I'm going to use that, so I will have a heap left over, so if anybody's chasing any, just hit me up and I'll send you some. So because they had a few colors down there, but this goes with most of my autumn ones, and I've already got is it Lady Dot Creates? I've already got some of her black and some other colors, but I didn't have any in this color because they were sort of, I wanted a bit of a lighter rusty sort of color, so this was perfect. And I just got this from Big W or Woolworths? Big W, and it's called Chunky Velvet. It's a polyester, but yeah, you can see there they've got other colors as well, but I just got this one because I thought that this would go with a lot of my charts that I have, especially my Halloween charts. Like I can mix it up with a bit of black as well. So yeah, that's why I got that. So that is going to be turned into a little cushion, and I just think it's adorable, absolutely adorable. It was one of my favorites out of the magazine. There was many, but this one was my favorite, so I could just hold it up. But yeah, the cat is all everything's in the right place now. What a nightmare. All right, so that was my finish. On to my whips. As I said, I worked on 4 projects. One was ended up being a finished, and the other one I worked on was Caterpillar cross stitch, and I used this in my Stitch With Me this week. So yeah, it basically I'm down here. Okay, I've still got the top bit to do. I started in the middle. And then I've just been working my way down, and I've had it on my frame, and I've just been putting a couple of stitches in every now and again. It has since been moved off the frame because I wanted to work on something else, but you can see here that's where I'm up to. So I'm down into the little gingerbread. I'll probably get some more stitches in, and then I realized that I had missed finishing doing the mistletoe berries up here. I've got to put them in, and I've got a present to put here. I've got the word bake, I think it is it? Yep, I've got, yeah, bake needs to come down here, and then the word gingerbread, and then there's just a little candy cane, a couple of snowflakes. So not much to go for this bottom part. Oh, and there's a present here as well that I've got to do. So there's not much to go for this bottom part, and then I'll be working on the top part. But I want to sort of get this done and dusted and out of my whip pile. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress I've made. I would have really liked to have done more on that, but I've been spending a lot of time in the truck with Brendan, so I haven't had a lot of time to get stitching done and all the rest of it. So I stitched on that twice this week. As I said, I used it for my Stitch With Me, and then I also used it for a stitchy catch up with the lovely Gail Phillips on Saturday night. All right, the next one that I worked on was Red Dragon. Now, I worked on this on Monday and Tuesday of this week, and I actually I was in the truck on Monday, and then I had appointments on Tuesday for most of the day, so I actually took this with me because it was just one colour, and it was a lot of block colour. And this is the pattern that I'm talking about. Sorry about the glare there. So it's called Red Dragon. I'm actually doing this for my daughter's 21st, so I've got 4 years to do it, so I thought I'd better get cracking on it. It's not a very big one. It's by Jasmine Beckett Griffith and charted by Haid. And I'm up in this corner up here at the moment. And last time I showed you this, which was last week, I had only put in, I think, just over 100 stitches in it at the retreat and hadn't touched it again, but look how much I got done this week. I put over 1,000 stitches in this week, so I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, I'm just working up in that corner, and I mean there's 40,000 stitches in this color, which is 939. So and it's all the tree and all the rest of it, and comes down, and then it's down underneath the girl that's sitting there. So I've got a lot of stitches to do in that, so it's not going to be very exciting as far as color goes. The colors that have to go in here are so close to this as well, so you're probably not even going to notice the difference, but we will get a lot of stitches in that. That is just staying in this hoop. It is traveling around with me whenever I have any appointments or anything like that. I'll just take it with me, and then I can just put some stitches in. And because it's block as well, like before I take it for or work on it for the next week, what I'm doing is charting out where I've got to go in that color by doing just counting, and then I can just do the fill-in, so I don't have to think about it. I don't necessarily have to take Pattern Keeper with me, which is on my phone anyway, and I can just, yeah, I can sit there and put a quick 100 stitches in. One of my appointments was at the hairdresser on Tuesday, and while I was waiting for the color to take in my hair, I put in 200 stitches, so it was great. Like otherwise I would have been sitting there playing on my phone and just wasting time. So that's a little bit of a thing that I've been trying to do in the last couple of months, is to get off my devices a little bit, because I do spend an incredible amount of time on my devices. Well, not so much my device, on my laptop, you know, doing editing and all that sort of stuff. So I'm trying to stay away from my phone a little bit. And so yeah, if it seems like I'm MIA, it's because I'm just having a little bit of a social media hiatus. I sort of just check in once or twice a day, and that's it, for about an hour. Go through, see what everybody's doing. I sort of set an alarm, and basically it'll go off, like it'll try to kick me off. And yeah, so I've only been spending 5 minutes, so if I don't see you in the first 5 minutes, I might get get you the next day and that, and I'll like and comment and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so that's what I've sort of been doing. All right, the next one I worked on, which I was really happy with the amount that I got into this one. So it is Blackbird Designs, Strawberry Fields Forever. So that is I started doing this with the girls on a Friday night, and I got it, and then it went missing, and so 123 Stitch sent me another one, and then I passed one on to Jenny_Stitches on Instagram. She purchased the second kit off me, and yeah, and basically I just paid for the second kit that came with the money that she gave me. But I'm using the called for colors in this. Last time you've seen it, I was just up in this corner. I think I'd gone across 3 strawberries and down to about there for the vine, and that was it. So I've got this in the frame, I'm sorry, and hopefully I've got an alarm going off. Get rid of that. All right, so you can see there I got this, I spent about 4 hours on this as well. Like, I'm not doing any of the challenges or anything like that. I ended up dropping out of all of them because of everything that was going on. I just didn't have the time to do it. So I just decided to drop out of all of the challenges and all the rest of it, and I'm just stitching on what I want to stitch on. And I've watched a couple of Flosstubers lately, and that seems to be where the stitchy bug is going for a lot of us at the moment, with that we're in the challenge groups. But as you can see, it is coming together nicely. I'm loving this border. So as I said, the last time you've seen it, I think I was across 3 strawberries. I'd done that little corner, and I had done the vine down to, I think, about there. So it was just a little bit that I had done. So when I worked on this last night, I actually put in all these strawberries. I've come all the way down. Yeah, I was on it here, and I come all the way down here, put all the strawberries in, and then I went across and come down here. So I got a fair chunk in on this one, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I'm just using the called for colors that were in the pattern. I have changed a couple of things. In the pattern there was no strawberry on this bit here, so I added the strawberry, and it was doing my head in. Yeah, there's also another leaf up here that's not, like, it's only half done. I'm just gonna have to do it because every time I look at the pattern it does my head in. Over this side here, is it? Yeah, down, where is it? This, let me just find it. Oh, this one here. So this strawberry here, you can see that the leaves are set out different, okay, than the others. So that was what the pattern is. I'm leaving that one there, but it is still doing my head in. But yeah, anyway, this is on 28 count, I think. Let me just have a look. Did I have this in here? I don't think I've put this one in yet. When did I start this? Ages ago, obviously. Sorry, I should have been more organized. I'll have to look up when I started it, because I cannot remember. Oh, here we go. I started it on the 6th of the 11th last year, and it is on a 28 count Cashel. I'm doing 2 over 2, and this was hand dyed by me, and it is called Strawberry Latte, the color that I done. So it is a coffee tea dye, but the tea that I used was a pink tea, and it's given it doesn't pick up on camera very well, but it's given it quite a sort of pink hue to it. So and it was strawberry and raspberry tea that I used, and but yeah, I really like it. I think I've held it up enough now, don't you think? But that is all that I have worked on in the and obviously that's still in the frame, so I want to put some more stitches into that. Plans that I have going forward for this coming week, I am actually going to pull out Pandemic and give that some love. I'm really missing doing that. I haven't done much on it, and it's been playing on my mind. So I'm going to pull that out as one of my stitches this week. and see how much I can get done on that. I'm going to put some more stitches in to deck the halls. That is what I'm going to work on Friday night when I meet up with the girls. And obviously I'm going to put some more stitches into Strawberry Fields as well. So that is sort of the plan, and pull out Pandemic. So that's sort of where I'm at the moment. I'm trying to get Deck the Halls finished because it's just paying me off that it's still sitting in my whips, because it's a pretty easy stitch. So I'm going to try and get as much as I can into that. What else have I got going on? Oh, okay, so Down the Rabbit Hole magazine, that is going ahead. We have quite a few designers in this time, some that are returning and have been doing series for us, so they are there, and we've got a couple of new ones. We've got a couple of articles going in this time, so they're all starting to come together and come in, which is great. But we are now starting to plan for our Christmas edition, so I just wanted to have a bit of a chit chat about that. Basically, that is coming out a month before the summer issue. It's a standalone issue, the Christmas one, and so we're looking for designers for that. If you want some information, you can see the email address going up across the bottom. Just put submissions info. Alternatively, you can head over to the website, and there is a brief there of what is expected and what not. But we are actually adding an extra little segment to the magazine. Like, it's not going to have its regular articles or anything like that. It's pretty much just going to be patterns and whatnot. There's going to be some quilting patterns in there as well. Just like a little table runner and stuff like that, just to give you a heads up of what's coming. So it's going to have a few other crafts in there as well, so that might be something that you're interested in. It is going to be $6.95 for the magazine, but we are looking for people to share their family stories with us on how they celebrate Christmas, and we're looking for people from all over the globe. So if that is something that you would like to do, maybe share a picture of your family. Obviously get their permission first. We will ask you to sign a release form as well for that, and give us a little bit of an article on how you celebrate Christmas. And also, we're also looking for people that maybe have some favorite family recipes. Now, not all articles that get sent in will be published in this issue, but we're looking to put maybe 4 or 5. So as I said, the email's going across the bottom of the screen now. Maybe send your story in, and if you're lucky enough to get published, we will send you a small thank you gift for that, because we would love to hear about your stories and how you celebrate Christmas from all different parts of the globe. So that's something to think about. As I said, the information for that is also going to be down in the description box, but you've seen the email address going across the bottom. Get your stories into us. We're asking everybody to have their stories into us by mid-September. That gives us 4 weeks to do any editing or anything like that before the magazine's released. If your story is published, you also get a free copy of the magazine as well. So get those stories in, share what your favorite Christmas traditions are with your family, and also your if you want to just share our favorite recipe, put that in as well. And we're looking forward to putting that all together for you. As usual, we are still taking submissions for the other quarterly magazine, which are our seasonal ones. So summer is also coming up as well. So if you are keen to design, or even maybe write a needlework article and send that in, you may get published in the summer magazine as well. For designs, we do pay for our designs, so if you want information on that, please do send me an email and I'll get that information out to you, and as soon as possible. All right, so that's enough about Down the Rabbit Hole magazine. Oh, one thing though, the spring issue is dropping in around about 2 weeks on the 15th of August, so keep an eye out for that. I will give you a reminder again, and yeah, we'll do a little bit of, probably do a little bit of a flick through once it's been released as well, so you can see what you get for your money and all the rest. So that is all of that happening. Now, what else is going on? We've done plans, we've done the magazine. Oh, I've had a few questions about project bags and fabric and all that sort of dyed fabric and all that sort of stuff. I do apologize. I haven't been working very much on that sort of stuff in the last few months because as most of you know, and I'm not going to go into great detail here, you can go back and watch past episodes, especially the ones that have I'm emotional and all that sort of stuff. You'll get the lowdown of what's happening. I'll put the Flosstube playlist at the end of the video, so you can always click on that, and that'll take you to the past few episodes from this year. They've been quite sparse this year because of everything that's been going on, but yeah, I haven't really been doing a lot of that. I just haven't had my sewing mojo going. I have got a lot of stuff cut out and ready to go. If you could see behind the camera right now, there are piles of stuff everywhere. I'm hoping to have that all sorted and back up and running after the magazine comes out, so just in time for Christmas and whatnot. So we've got a few different fabrics that have come in that I want to get made up into the project bags, and I do have some hand dyed fabric. You probably would have seen that going up on Instagram when I was dyeing it, and I'm getting myself all set up to do another batch of dyeing and stuff like that. We've had needle minders go up in the Facebook group. I have a separate Facebook group for sales and stuff like that. It's called DDs Handmade and More, Handmade Bags and More. So you'll find things like needle minders over there, needle books, retreat bags, fabric that's gone on sale, and project bags and all sorts of stuff that's going on over there. But it has been pretty quiet. The link for that group is down below. That's where I do most of my sales. Anything that doesn't sell when it gets put up into the group will then get added onto the website, and so you can always check our website as well, which is all the W's at Darvanalee and you'll find that under the handmade. There's not a great deal on there at the moment. We have had a couple of issues with things going missing in the mail. It's driving me crazy, and then turning up weeks later. I know that there is one lady in Canada still waiting for her fabric to arrive from a giveaway that we had a couple of months ago. It was sent a couple of days after the announcement, and it still hasn't arrived to Canada. So please, if you are expecting something in the mail, please just be aware that things are still pretty slow. And I have been sent, and I generally let you know when they've been sent or when I'm going to send them when I correspond with you. So hopefully stuff will start to speed up a little bit soon, but it just seems to be still taking forever. That's mostly with overseas. I am trying to track down 2 parcels that seem to have gone waylay, but I also sent another two parcels on that same day when I sent them. So one lady's waiting for fabric and another lady is waiting for a travel project bag. I only got notification from 2 people 3 days ago for one, and yesterday from another that were sent out, and they were sent out weeks ago. And they were one was only going to the Gold Coast, and it only arrived yesterday. 3 days ago, and 2 went to Melbourne. One hasn't turned up, and the other one only turned up yesterday. So please I am trying to track them down. I'm not having much luck or any joy. They seem to just have stopped in Brisbane, and that's it. That's all they've got. So hopefully they'll start moving again. I have been in contact with the people who have stuff missing, and I'm leaving it till the end of the month. If it hasn't turned up by the first week of August, I'm just going to remake one of them and reship the other ones. So yeah, we've worked it all out. So hopefully, fingers crossed, things will turn up. If not, I will have to send them out again. Excuse me. As you can hear, my throat is very scratchy again. All right. That is about it for me. Just know that I will be getting back into the project bags and everything like that. So if you haven't joined that group yet, head over there, and I will put up an announcement in the next week or so of when I start stitching again. Excuse me. And then you get first choice. Needle minders are over there. There was been a couple of people that have purchased them. I actually haven't sent them out yet. Basically because when I got to the post office, they ask you the questions, and I've sent them out, and then they said, oh no, I can't send anything with magnets. So I'm just going to wait till that lady's gone and I'll send them out. I'll wrap them up. I don't know why. I get magnets in the mail all the time, so I don't know. Maybe she misunderstood. I don't know. But anyway, they were only going locally, so I don't understand why I couldn't send them. But I have got them here. They are ready to go, and as soon as I can get them out in the mail, I will get them out in the mail. We do have a little, in that group, we do have a little blurb there on how to order things. I only answer questions between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Given that if I'm in, sometimes I'm not in service because I might be in the truck, so just be aware of that. Excuse me. And basically, yeah, comment sold, and then just send me a message in Messenger with a picture of what you have ordered, because when people start ordering, as you know, things start moving around in the group and whatnot, so it can get a little bit confusing. So those magnets should go out, fingers crossed, next week. So hopefully, I've worked out what this lady's shifts are now, so I'll just wait. I don't know why I couldn't send them. It's just very frustrating. They just keep changing the rules. One day you can send stuff overseas, the next day you can't. And I don't know whether it's just subject to me, my local post office, but it is starting to really drive me crazy. But yeah, we're getting there, slowly but surely. All right, so that is it for me. I do have a giveaway. I did have the Mean Mother finish last week, so we have that giveaway. I have, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. I wrote it on the back. It's all right. I thought I'd forgotten to do it. Anyway, the lucky winner of this is the gorgeous Elizabeth Sawyer. Your name was drawn out, and this will be on the way to you. Now, I'm pretty sure I've got your address, hun. If I haven't, I will contact you over on Facebook and get that off you. If you are going to be part of our giveaways, don't forget to fill out the Google form, because it makes it super easy for me to just go down there, grab your address, get that in the mail sooner rather than later. And we do have another giveaway, and I've just got to grab it because I forgot to pull it out. We had some leftover patterns from the retreat. The heartstring samplery Queen Bee pin cushion that we did. That was my knee. You just heard that. So we have, this is a brand new pattern, hasn't been used before. We had a couple of these left over because we didn't sell out our retreat. We came close, so I think we've got 2 or 3 left over. So this is a brand new pattern up for grabs. I got this from Journey of a Stitcher, but she's since closed her Etsy store and no longer is selling at all. So we have this. So basically, and to go with it, I will also send the little timber bowl that we used at the retreat. So I've got one of those left as well. So and I think I've even got some of the pom-poms and whatnot, but either way, I will put a little pack together for you. It'd be valued at $30 all up, with everything that it gets purchased to finish and all the rest of it. Just bear with me, I'll grab the little... Okay, I'm back. I'm organized now. All right, so this is how we finished it at the retreat. So it came with this, I supplied this little bowl. Okay, and I've just put pom-poms around the outside of mine, and it's just a little pin cushion. I probably could have stuffed mine a little bit better, but you know how it is. So there is a bowl. There is also a pattern, and I have to go down into the storage shed because I've put the finishing stuff down in the storage shed. But there will be some pom-poms and some rick-a-rack in this color sent to you. Okay, so you will be able to finish it in exactly the same way. Basically, you just make a pin cushion and then we hot glued it in. I'm actually considering doing a little tutorial for that, so you can always hang around and see if I do any tutorials in the next couple of weeks for it. I have to stitch something up to put it in there though. So yeah, so this will be coming to you along with some little rick-rack. So basically what I need you to do if you want to be part of this, it is open globally. Just understand that I may not be able to get it to you quickly with the bowl. So because it changes every day when I go in there. Sometimes we can send stuff, other times we can't. So basically we have this pattern. We have this bowl, we have our rick-rack and our little pom-poms, and then Lady Dots creates ones as well. So what I want you to do is put the word "save the bees," okay, in the comments down below, and that way your name will be put on the list for the random name picker. And I am actually going to leave this open, sorry, wrong one. I'm going to leave this open for a couple of weeks, so you will have a chance to you know, come back and watch the video and, you know, put your name down and all the rest of it. So don't forget to put down Save the Bees. Bees with an S, okay? And basically you can go into the draw for that. I'm pretty excited. That's going to be going out to someone. As I said, I will get the stuff out of the storage shed, because anything for finishing for retreats or anything like that, I usually just leave in a box and I leave it down in the storage shed, and then that way it doesn't get accidentally used or anything like that. Elizabeth, you've got this coming to you, so I will get that in the mail ASAP. But that is it for me this week. So thank you so much for being here. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up down below. Leave me a comment, tell me what you're working on. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the little bell icon beside it, and then that way you won't miss out on any future posts. And if you like this video, consider leaving a tip in the tip jar. You can see that rolling across the screen right now. And I appreciate you being here with me. Happy stitching, everybody, and I'll see you all again next week. Bye for now.